Hello everyone. Today we will perform linear regression model in R. See, if you wanted to apply linear regression model, the first thing that you need is the dataset. There is two ways you can get the dataset. First of all, manually you put the data into the Excel file. You can read it as a CSV file. And the second way is to use the built-in dataset which is provided by the iStudio. So there are many packages that provides the dataset. Some of them like ISLR2 that I'm going to using right now. So first of all, I need to install a package. So install dot packages ISLR2, and so I have already installed a package. So if you don't have it, you have to install like this, and it is for the first time when you just use this ISLR2, you must have to install that. After installing that, the next thing that I have to do is to take it in my library. So I will perform library, and I will perform this ISLR2 and enter the hit button. And the next one, what I have to do, I have already in my library ISLR2. Now I can use the datasets in ISLR2. Some of them like Booston dataset. See, we can see the datasets head or tens or 12 rows we can see through this head function. And I'm just going to use Booston dataset. So I will hit the button and get the enter. So this is the dataset that I'm talking about. It looks like this. It's not complete 100% here. This is the head portion only. So now I'm ready for using this Booston dataset. Right, now I have to apply this linear regression model. For that, I have a function called lm, and I can use this lm model. And what I will apply this model to, I will apply this model to this one, this MEDV and LSDAT, this two one, right, where I will use MEDV as a dependent variable or getting it as a y. So I will write y as a MEDV, and I'll take it and I'll see that LSDAT. When I hit the button, it will not work. For your kind information, I will provide it like this. See, there is an error because our dataset was not provided. So I will give here our actual dataset, and the dataset is Booston. Now I will hit the button, and the code will be run. See, the LM test or the linear model, the linear model just been fitted, and I can put this linear model some kind of a variable. So I named it. You can name anything you want. So I will name that lm model, lm.model. So whenever I hit this, it is inside this lm model. So I have to call this lm model one more time. And when I will hit that, this will give me the results. See, we will successfully running linear regression model in R. Now, the next thing that we wanted to like to do here is that we would like to find the confidence interval. So for confidence interval, what we can do, there is a function called conf_int. This one, the first one, and we will give the LM model inside that. LM dot model. And we'll hit the button and we will get the confidence interval for this linear regression model. Very simple. Next thing, what I will show you here today is that to predict from any linear regression model. See, the main point of linear regression model or any kind of regression model is to predict one based on the previous data scores. So if I have given the values of any independent variable or explanatory variable, I will have to capable to provide the response variable or the predicted variable or the dependent variable. So if you are going to ask, but by that, see, I wanted to know based on the x value of 5 and 10, what will be my y values or my dependent variables outcomes. So here in this part, I will perform the prediction from linear regression model. Linear regression model. So what I will perform here, I will use here the model called predict or the function called predict, and what I will give inside that, yes, the linear model. First of all is the linear model that I will give inside that linear model. And the next thing, if I was asked to provide values of x like 5 or 10, suppose I have to use the data frame, data.frame, and inside this data frame I will provide my x values or the independent variable values like 5 or 10. I will provide here, right? But there's a mistake. If you clearly understand that I provide the data frame, inside the data frame there is two things, one is x and y. What I'm going to declare in this 510, this 510 is actually my lstat values, which is lstat, which is my independent variable in this case. So I will provide it like this, which means that I will provide correctly what is my x values are, and what at the response I will get the prediction of y. So if I hit the run button, it will give me the predicted values, right? The predicted values for 5 is 29.80 and the predicted values for 10 is 25.05. So these are the basic ways to find this prediction or the confidence interval or the linear model. So these are the three major concern in the exam to find any data set's values, linear regression model, and confidence interval, and the prediction. The next way is to read the data set from any CSV file. See, first of all, you will open your Excel file. You open your Excel file and you just go to a new one, and suppose the x and y's, right? And in x, 1, 2, 3, 3, and you have 4 and you have 5, and the y you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? You have to save the file, and I will save that in my documents, right? Because by default R saves your files or R reads your files from the documents. So I will save it in here, and most importantly I have to save it in comma separated values CSV format, and I will rename it is ER2. And so it's all done in R. Now I can easily read my files from R. So reading from Excel. So you can name it EB3 equal to read.csv, and you have to write the file name ER2. My file name was ER2, yes, ER2. So when I will hit the button, my file was successfully read, and if I print this one, I will get an error. The reason behind this, because I don't put this CSV at the last. You have to write CSV like that because you are reading CSV files. So this is the way, and if I run it, now it will work. So I am successfully read the data set from Excel. Now I can perform simply this linear model or the prediction, whatever you want to predict. So this has been done. Now, one of the major thing that I'm going to be telling you is that to plot these models, right? Plot. The first of all, if you wanted to plot, there is a two-way. First, using $sign. This is the first way. Second way is using attach function. See, if I wanted to plot MEDV versus LSDAT, if I hit that run button, it won't work. One more mistake that I will going to do here, if I give the data set like this, it will also don't work, but I will show you. Many students makes mistakes in this part, so I will clearly going to define you. Stop data set. It will also don't work. Because of why? Because I don't attach the data set perfectly. There's two ways to solve this problem. The first way that I tell you, the $sign, using $sign. $sign you have to include at the first, not at the last. That will also not work if you give the $sign like here, like boost on that you going to be. If you give the $sign here, that will won't work. So we have to give the $sign at the very beginning. So boost on $sign MEDV, then boost on $sign LSTD. Now if I just going to hit the run button, it will work. See, we will get our model, plotted model. And now what is the task is to using attach function. See, if you don't want to give the $signs, there is a simple another way. First of all, you will attach the ISLR2. When you attach it, you will attach the Boston file, Boston. When you attach it, it already taken the data set. Now if you perform plot function, and if you write MEDV, comma, LSTAT, and if you hit the button, it also worked. See, one more time for your consideration. I run this one, I will get the plotted. So that is it, the very basic things that you need for. So that is it for the beginning of linear regression model. I think it is a little more clear right now for you guys, and I hope you will perform better in this linear regression model through this video. Thank you very much.